Listen, I can hear you giving up from across the city. Your phone is quiet, but your mind is loud. You're searching for my shadow in the crowd. I leave your messages on red all day, just to watch the games your panic plays. I hear your heartbeat through the heavy rain, a steady rhythm pumping out the pain. You tell your friends that you have cut the cord, but we both know that you are just getting bored. I am the silence that you cannot feel, a quiet poison, soft and standing still. You curse my name when you are all alone, but my frequency is humming in your bone. You know the music always ends in gray, but you still come my way. Yeah, you still come my way. Step closer, I can hear you breathing, skip a beat. You always leave your pride out on the street. My voice is floating in your bloodstream now. You wanna leave, but you've forgotten how. A velvet snare, a slow acoustic trap. I map your weaknesses right in my lap. You bite your tongue, you hold your breath. You walk right into this beautiful death. I am the silence that you cannot feel, a quiet poison, soft and standing still. You curse my name when you are all alone, but my frequency is humming in your bone. You know the music always ends in gray, but you still come my way. Follow the sound, follow the ache. You're just another promise I will break. Come my way, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. The room is freezing, but you always look for my fire. Even when it burns you down, your fingers trembling on my skin. You try to hide where you have been. The midnight air is biting cold, but I am the warmth you want to hold. I watch the shiver in your chest. You lay your head upon my breast. You know my touch is just a game, but you still whisper out my name. I am the ice that burns your hand, a dangerous line drawn in the sand. You say you're freezing in my shadow, but you won't leave this dark meadow. I break your heart, you beg to stay. Yeah, you still come my way. Silk sheets sliding off the edge. We're standing on a broken ledge. My hands are cold, your breath is warm. I am the quiet inside your storm. I trace a scar you cannot see, the one you got from loving me. You like the ache, you like the chill, when everything outside is still. You try to pull your hand away, but your body begs you to stay. listen. You say you're freezing in my shadows, but you won't leave this dark middle. I break your heart, you beg to stay. Yeah, you still come my way. Your skin remembers every lie I told. You hate how easily you fall. I am the habit you can't freeze out, the only one you dream about. So let the winter take the room. I'll be your soft familiar doom. Come my way. Feel the chill. Stay until the morning fades. You're freezing, let me hold you. Let your glass half empty, just like you always do. But I know you'll be back for the rest. The scent of smoke and bitter wine still lingers on this bed of mine. You try to wash it from your skin, but you know exactly where you've been. I don't chase, I let you run. My flavor stays upon your tongue, a quiet poison in your cup. You hate the drink, but drink it up. I know I'm poison, but I taste like peace. A velvet trap you need for your release. You say it's toxic, say you have to leave, but you still breathe the air I breathe. You hate the way you need the pain, but you still come my way again. A half-smoked cigarette in the tray. You turn around but look my way. Your perfume heavy in the room, a beautiful and quiet doom. You drink the lie, the truth is cold. I am the damage you want to hold. I know I'm ruined, but I taste like peace. You crave the poison just to find release. You hate the hunger, but you love the bite. Come my way, just one more night. Just one more taste. You can't wash it off, I'm still on your lips. Drink it down, down, down. I can see your headlights from the balcony. You're exactly where I knew you'd be. You grip the steering wheel so tight, driving through the neon night. You promised you would stay at home, but you hate feeling this alone. I watch your car pull in the drive, the only place you feel alive. A moth drawn to a dying flame. You lost before you played the game. You put it in park, you sit in the dark. You stare in my window and wait for a spark. I am the wreckage you want to survive. A beautiful danger that keeps you alive. You know it's a dead end, a road to decay, but you still come my way. You hate the destination, but you love the drive. Yeah, you still come my way. Elevator moving slow, up to the only hell you know. I leave the hallway softly lit. I know you're gonna fall for it. No need to knock, I left it wide. You leave your broken pride outside. I don't have to pull the string. You give me every little thing. You think it's love, I know it's gravity. A quiet, soft insanity. I fold you like a paper plane and watch you crash into the rain. I am the wreckage you want to survive. A beautiful danger that keeps you alive. You know it's a dead end, a road to decay, but you still come my way. Walk through the door, leave your keys on the table. Welcome back. Left your jacket on my chair. We both know it wasn't an accident. You just needed an excuse. Black silk hanging in the bloom, my perfume bleeding through the room. You forgot it here last night. Fragile reason to rewrite the ending that we always choose. A quiet game you love to lose. You say you're stopping by to get your things, but I know exactly what midnight brings. You play the victim in the light of day, but in the dark you know exactly what to play. You build a trap and hand me the key. I am the excuse you give yourself, a little poison on the highest shelf. You reach for me and say you slipped, while tasting ruin on my lip. You know the danger in this little play, but you still come my way. Yeah, you still come my way. I don't have to call your phone, I don't have to sleep alone. I just leave a velvet drape, a beautiful, familiar shape. You're tangled in the threads I spun, the softest damage ever done. A gentle knock upon the wood, I open up just like I should. Your eyes look down, your voice is low. You try to act like you should go, but your fingers brush against the door. You're looking for a little more, a touch, a gaze, a quiet sin. I step aside and let little poison on the highest shelf. You reach for me and say you slipped, while tasting ruin on my lip. You know the danger in this little play, but you still come my way. Here's your jacket, but you're not leaving, are you? You still come my way. Take it off. Take it off. You still come my way. Take it off. 3 messages. I haven't opened a single one. I don't say a word, but I hear you break. A quiet game of give and take. I leave you on red, I make you decay, but you still come my way. You hate my silence, but you beg to stay. Yeah, you still come my way. The screen lights up the darkened room, a pale and artificial bloom. You type a line and back it out. I watch you drowning in the doubt. I know you're staring at the glass, waiting for the ache to pass, but I don't type, I just recline. I know the weight, it makes you mine. You think you're walking away this time. You draw the boundary, you draw the line, but my silence is pulling the thread. The buzzing stops, the screen goes black, but I know that you're turning back. You can't survive the quiet air. You need to know if I still care. It takes 10 minutes for the drive. You need the hurt to feel alive. A soft control in empty space. You rush right back into your place. I don't say a word, but I hear you break. A quiet game of give and take. I leave you on red, I make you decay, but you still come my way. You hate my silence, but you beg to stay. Yeah, you still come my way. Footsteps on the stairs now. I knew the silence would work. Come my way. I'll open the door eventually. The light is creeping in. You promised yourself you'd be gone before dawn. Gray shadows on the messy bed. The quiet words you left unsaid. You trace the pillow where I lie. You miss the dark, you hate the sky. The morning chill is in the room, a beautiful and silent tune. You know you shouldn't be here still, but you're a slave to how I feel. You grab your keys, you touch the door. You stare down at the wooden floor. One step to leave, one step to break. I am the morning you regret, a velvet trap you can't forget. You say you're leaving with the day, but you still come my drop your coat back on the chair. You run your fingers through your hair. I watch you surrender to the bind, leaving all your boundaries behind. A soft defeat, a quiet fall. I never had to speak at all. You try to fight the gravity, but you're just falling back to me. You try again tomorrow night to put up some kind of a fight, but I am the habit in your vein, the softest, most familiar pain. I pull the sheets back, nice and slow. I always knew you wouldn't go. I am the morning you regret, a velvet trap you can't forget. You say you're leaving with the day, but you still come my way. You close the blinds, you beg to stay. Yeah, you still come my way. Come my way. Just let the morning pass. You were never going to leave. Sleep now. Sleep now. Sleep now. Lock turns. You said you wouldn't do this again. Footsteps heavy in the hall. You swore tonight you wouldn't call, but the neon bleeds across my floor, and I didn't even lock the door. I left the key where it belongs, right next to where it all goes wrong. I am the habit you can't break, a velvet trap you love to take. You know it's ruined, but you still come my way. I taste like midnight, a mistake. You know I'll shadow what I take, but you still come my way. Rain against the tinted glass. We let the quiet hours pass. My fingertips trace down your spine. We both pretend that you are mine. A soft control, a quiet lie. No promises, no real goodbye. You hate the way you need the pain. You wash it off then fall again. I shouldn't let you in this deep, but you're the secret I still keep. I smile in the dark and pull you in. I am the habit you can't break, a velvet trap you love to take. You know it's ruined, but you still come my way. I taste like midnight, a mistake. Yeah, you still come my way. Come my way. Just one more night, step into the dark. I know you would. lace. You always confess better when you can't see me. The street lamp cuts across the floor. You're pacing right outside my door. Your shadow stretches on the wall. You're waiting for your sky to fall. I watch your silhouette just bend, pretending this is where it ends. You close your eyes to block the view, but I am painted over you. The darkness doesn't make it right, but it's your favorite place to hide. A quiet room, a heavy chest. You lay your conscience down to rest. I am the shadow where you try to hide, a beautiful secret that eats you inside. You close your eyes and you pray you'll stray, but you still come my way. You hate the dark, but you turn off the light. Yeah, you still come my way. I don't even have to move. You got nothing left to prove. You navigate this broken space just to find my quiet face. A velvet blindfold, soft and tight. I am your favorite mistake tonight. I am the shadow where you try to hide, a beautiful secret that eats you inside. You close your eyes and you pray you'll stray, but you still come my way. You know it's a trap, but you walk in anyway.